Hi everybody, Kirk here with Space Pickle Designs. If you'd like to see how I made this long opera style crystal and pearl necklace with chain accents, then just keep watching. So the materials that I'm going to use are the pearls from the bag, the triangle beads from the bag. I pulled out the chain here, the long, like I think 49 millimeter pendant here with the bail, a lobster claw clasp, 2 jump rings from my own stash, and then I'm going to use this 22 gauge silver plated pewter wire from Softlex. And as you can see, it is not that bright silver, it is more of a muted tone here. But if you only have silver, then use silver. So I've cut a 6-inch piece of this pewter wire, and this is 22 gauge. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and just make a wrap loop. So I'll put these pearls out of the way. I'm just going to make a wrap loop here. I'm going to do 2 or 3 loops. I think I'm just going to do probably 2 for simplicity's sake here. I'm going to cut off the excess. Right. So here's our loop at the bottom. I'm going to feed on 3 of these pearls. Again, I'm going to make the loop the same way on the piece. I'll leave enough room for 2 wraps there. And we are just going to go ahead and wrap this. This is craft wire, so it's pretty easy to work with your hands. And then with the remaining little bit of craft wire here, we're going to wrap the component like so. And so it kind of gives like a bead cap look without having to use bead caps. So you can use your tools if you need to use tools, but I'm just going to tuck in this little end. I'm not going to get too crazy with it. I'm going to cut off the excess. And then we will tuck in what's left, which is not much. And then here is your component. And so it's like a nice little freeform swirl pearl component. And yeah, that's what we're doing for the first style of component. Okay, so for our crystal accents, I'm just going to do simple loops, and I'm just going to do 1 crystal at a time here. And I'm going to work from the spool. And I'm going to use my Beadalon really fine pliers here. You see how fine the tip is? And so I'm just going to take a really small piece, that's like a 1/4 of an inch there, and then use my fine round nose pliers to make a really small loop. And then I'm going to bend the wire. Again, you can use your pliers if you need to. You really don't need much in terms of length on this guy because these pliers are so tiny. They are so good for this fine detail work that we need. So because we have these pliers, like we can make really, really small loops, and so we kind of let that crystal just kind of like shine on its own right there. For components, for the small crystals, I made 18 components, and then I made 12 components for the pearls, and we're just going to put them together here because we have simple loops on the pearls. We didn't have to wire wrap onto each component as you would if you were to do the wire wrapping. So I'm going to start with a crystal, a pearl, another crystal, a pearl. So we're doing 6 pearl components per side and then 9 crystal components per side, and you'll see why the disparity. This is a nice relaxing project, but it's simple in execution, but I think it looks really, really nice. And I just like a beaded chain. It's just one of my favorites because it's definitely, you know, handmade. And you get to see those little maker marks and whatnot on your piece. But I think it also looks just really, really good. So we're coming to the last two pearl components here. And I love these triangle beads. They provide so much in terms of sparkle and dimension. All right, and so as you see here, we're to our last pearl component, but we have three crystal components, and that was by design. I just wanted to end the chain with some crystals. And sorry for how dry my hands are, you guys. It's in Colorado and we got snowed in, and the humidity here is just so low. Like the humidity is like probably 25% in this house. So it's a constant battle, as you can see. But we're ending with 3 crystals there. So I've already got the other side done. And the 3 crystal side is going to be the top. And then we have the 1 crystal side, which is going to be the bottom. And we are going to connect this piece using a 3-link segment of our chain that we got in the box here. And so just to make it easy, I'm just gonna do the crystal component, right? And then fold that over, and then we're gonna feed that through. Hold on to it if we can here, and then feed that other crystal component. So we wanna make sure our dangle is there and like sitting in the middle. All right. And so now we've got our dangle bail sitting right in the middle, and look how good that looks. All right, so we're up at the top here, and you should be even, pretty even at the top here. And these pearl and crystal components measure 10 inches. And so I wanted this to be a longer necklace, so I'm going to put a 5-inch piece of chain on each side. And we do not need jump rings for this. We are just going to attach it to the crystal component at the top on each side. I love simple jewelry that looks really special, and this is one of those. All right, so we put our link there. And so here's what we look like with our chain. These are 2 identical 5-inch pieces here. And let me see what side the bail is on. Okay. So this side is going to be the side for the lobster. Because I'm a right-handed person, I put it on the right side. And so I'm just going to take my jump ring here. And this is, ooh, she's the strong one. Okay. Do you see how strong this jump ring is? That's wild. I love it. Okay, we got our jump ring. That is the strongest. I need to know where I got these, because this is the strongest jump ring I have used in a while. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna feed that on. We're gonna feed our lobster on. We are going to beat ourselves up trying to get this thing closed, because holy moly, this thing is wild. Well, we know our clasp will not come off once we get it on there. So here we go. Here's our clasp, and we're just gonna put another one of those crazy jump rings on the other side. Oh my goodness, I'm fighting over here. I'm fighting for my life. Here we go. Since they are so strong, I will use the long way of the pliers to get them nice and tight. So I'm just kind of closing that up. All right, and as you can see, like, I was putting some strength on there. Jeez Louise. Okay, so we got our necklace done. I'm gonna zoom you out and we'll see what she looks like. Here she is, guys and gals. I think this is a stunning, long, like opera style necklace. I love a long necklace in the winter. I don't know what it is. I think it's because of all the sweaters that we wear. And, you know, like if you want to wear a turtleneck, then you can still wear this necklace over top. And so I really like this necklace. If you want to do some earrings, all you have to do is make like another one of these components with maybe 3 of the triangle dangles at the end, and you would have a nice little set here. But you already have what you need to get this necklace done, and this is the first of many projects with the GGC treasure bag in Elegant, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know what you'd like to see me use down in the comments below. I still have quite a lot of beads left. Like, this did not even scratch the surface. So I hope everyone's staying safe and well and warm this winter, and I will see you soon. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.